Obviously, you know, Haney and Lomachenko fighting this weekend. He spoke on why Shakur and Gervonta Davis can't happen. He said it's not because he don't want to work with Al Heyman. He goes into these fighters want high guarantees, and it's not what it was in previous years before these new fighters. And who fault is that? You know, all y'all overpaying for fighters. And what's my thing about it is, to me, it's kind of a situation where somebody throw a rock and hide their hand. Like, y'all are the bosses in this situation. And Devin Haney just spoke on this on the Pivot podcast. The fighters are the bosses. You can put your foot down and do what you want to do, right? And tell them to go make the fight. And we've seen guys do it on Al Heyman's side all the time, or sometimes. I'm pretty sure it happens on other areas too, right? So, but most of the time, the promoters are the bosses, right? So they do have, all right, in regard to this, there are guarantees in some contracts that you have to fight a certain minimum fights, right? So they do have a fiduciary duty from that aspect, right? But you know, Al Heyman's side, it's being said that they don't have to guarantee you a fight in the calendar year. But that's just what's rumored to be said, right? But nonetheless, they can make this shit happen. You know, you can say, look here, man, we can offer you this, or you can fight for your minimum. Right? We're gonna put your ass on ESPN Plus, or we're gonna put your ass on whatever. You can fight this guy for your bare minimum, whatever your minimum purse is. Excuse me. You can fight for that. They can starve these fighters out, and Bob has done it before. Pretty sure Al is doing it right now with a lot of his fighters because of lack of dates. They can force these dudes to take what they can get. They trying to marinate every fight like Pacquiao and Mayweather, hoping to hit the lottery, and that's not gonna happen. Most of the time, it's not gonna happen. I think it's a significantly less than 50% chance of that happening every time. 10, 20, 30%. You know, he's saying, nobody has the guarantees. We're going to lose money. And that's cool. But we all know, man, most situations, y'all making more money than anybody. Let's call a spade a spade. Y'all making more money than anybody. Y'all making more money than anybody. Say it again. They making more money than anybody. They don't believe in that getting the business and they losing money and no shit like that, bro. They paying everybody. They getting theirs off top and on the back end with television rights and gates and all that. They getting theirs regardless. Like Too Short said, you should be getting it. They getting it. So all this shit, I don't want to lose money. No, they just don't want their pockets to be a little shorter. That's it. Because y'all don't even do your job as promoters, bro. Y'all don't even promote. Y'all do some bullshit promoting, television ads, run some shit the day before the fight, maybe a couple weeks before the fight. And that's what y'all call promotion. That's it. Y'all not out here, y'all out here, getting y'all out here getting brand deals. I mean, getting, for the fight and sponsorship. But y'all ain't out here trying to line your fighters with brands and line them up on TV shows. And I ain't really doing that, bro. So everything in boxing gonna come down, oh, we don't got the money. We don't got the money. Oh, it got to get a little bigger. Got to get a little bit bigger. And before you know it, it's gonna be like 6 years later. Somebody gonna lose. The fight not gonna be appealing. Call it how we call it. Well, Vicky, see, I call him how I see him, dude. You niggas sound like me. So you about to go through this whole situation again. Like I said before, I'm not about to get into no Tank Shakur war, no Haney Tank war. For what? All fans gonna do is chop up clips and spin the narrative. If the fans ain't gonna demand it, dude, I don't think I should be demanding it. I'm not gonna get in who ducking who. We already know what it is. We know who want to fight who don't want to fight who. You know, we know. Just listen. It ain't hard to tell. In every situation, it ain't the PBC fighter. Most of them it is. But in every situation, it ain't them. Some of these dudes don't want to compete. They always talking about they ain't got money. Bob Arum been on this earth 100 years, man. Bob Arum can pay for that fight with his pocket change. What Bob Arum leaving the money for? You can't take it with you. Greater men have tried. They tried to put the gold and the jewelry and the currency in their tombs, and the shit's and they stole it. You ain't going to the afterlife as far as we know with that shit. So they gonna, you know, let the fans fight over this shit, and it's worse. I hate to say it, it's worse when black fight fans fight. My thing about this whole debate and all this shit in boxing is when fans make a case on why a big fight shouldn't happen. Well, he ain't did this, and he ain't did. You look at his previous opponents, he ain't did 10% of what this dude did. Oh, the fight gotta grow, gotta get bigger, it gotta marinate. It ain't gotta marinate, bro. For what? They can fight 2 or 3 times and they can be even as big. You know? So, but, you know, everything gonna come down to money in boxing. You know? Ain't nobody gonna compromise like Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia had to. The end game at 40 was losing to Joe Smo for nothing. You know? But, you know, it is what it is. You can't knock them. Stay money. You know, they getting these guys ears, tell them to wait. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be in y'all 30s without a career-defining fight, looking for validation, reading social media on how you ain't fought nobody, how you ducking Tank or you ducking Shakur. And I just want them to take a look. When y'all retire, look back at y'all careers, look at y'all bank accounts. Do that. Do it. And see where y'all at. Everything about money. Let's see if y'all got money down the line, because Al and them will have money down the line. They will. They will have money down the line. They will. You know? So, I mean, but we already know what the response. Oh, money. We can't pay those guarantees. They're too high. And who's going to pay for it? And okay, whatever. Y'all start doing y'all job and building these fighters up like they should be built. You know, marketing them and promote them like they should be built. You know, they'll be bigger. They'll be bigger. Straight up and down, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, be prepared to go through this bullshit again. You know, you just get tired of going through. Oh, he ducking here. Just make the fight, bro. You know, y'all didn't overpaid all these fighters to get them to y'all side of the street. Y'all didn't promise them money that y'all ain't willing to pay when it comes to big fights. So if I'm getting paid $2 million to fight, and they say, well, we can guarantee you $2 million plus upside to fight Tank. Well, I'm gonna get $2 million for fighting Adam Lopez or some shit like that. I'm gonna be getting $2 million regardless. Where's the incentive? Then y'all not gonna market and promote, and then I might be promoting and pushing the fight on social media, doing interviews, and this other guy ain't even helping, trying to push the fight. That's a problem. So, you know, when you go into that hoping on back end money, it's all gonna be dependent. It's not just dependent on you. You can take two to dance, even in building and marketing and promoting the fight. Well, it takes more than two to dance. It takes the promoters, you know. It takes to both teams, managers, advisors, you know, fighters, to go out there and promote and market. You know, that's what it takes. But as far as the actual fight, man, the Tank ain't rushing to fight nobody. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Shakur Stevenson doing a great job in Jersey. Can you take your act to Madison Square Garden? Can you take your act out to Texas? Can you take your act back out to Vegas, out to Southern California? That's the next thing for him, is to, you know, be an attraction everywhere. You know, I was hearing that they didn't like Atlanta, it didn't sell enough, but then you got to remember, it was the middle of the pandemic. It was the middle of the pandemic. I don't know why they wouldn't go back out there. They said only sold 8,000 tickets. I mean, that's pretty good. People still had to have their masks on and shit and were scared to fly and stuff. I still think that's a solid number. But it is what it is. It simply doesn't have the money. Who's gonna pay? I'm like, all right, whatever. So it's the same old shit. Ain't gonna be. Hey man, I'm really just not becoming a fan of sports no more. That's crazy. I mean, it's just it's too political. I will say that. And on top of that, the craftsmanship is gone. They don't build athletes. They don't build competitors like they used to build them. There's no craftsmanship in it. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App $CJGood313. Venmo CJGood313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree. Check out the Boxers playlist and the interview was on Fight Hype.